early 50s. That's not uncommon. It's a lot of. I mean, I can give you examples like that.
But it's a good thing he's dead because she can actually move on. Like, you can't move on. If he was alive, if he was alive and she found out she was having sex with her father for 15 years, you can't move on from that. Somebody's got to die.
You can't. It's gonna be hard.
Somebody's got to die.
So wait, that means he didn't know either, though.
Immediately, so I can stop vomiting because I don't have nothing else left to vomit. All my insides, all my skeleton.
He didn't know either. That's what would be the crazy part.
He wouldn't. He still doesn't know because he's dead. How does that game go? Marry, screw, kill? How does that work when it's your dad? Oh my gosh, we talk about stuff like this and more every Tuesday at 7 p.m. on Talk Lately, the radio show, only on BeExposedRadio.com. And on YouTube live where you can see it.
Hi, I'm LeVar Burton, and I'm proud to be a book person. How do I choose a book? Sometimes it's the cover, sometimes it's the title. I guess I'm pretty visual. If a book's really impressing me and the writing is really good, I will peek and see what the last paragraph is, because the endings of books should rock you. I am a book person, and if you're a book person too, read to a child and spark a lifetime of ambition. Join me at bookpeopleunite.org because reading is fundamental. A public service announcement brought to you by Reading is Fundamental, Library of Congress, and the Ad Council.
So, Jacqueline.
Yes, Mom?
I wanted to talk to you about something and... Oh, wait. Hold on. I just got a text. Oh, there's another one. Wow. Busy me. So, anyway...
Oh, wait, Mom. I just got a message. My friends keep commenting on my comment. Oh, there's another one. So many comments on my comment.
Oh, I can't wait to watch TV tonight. Playoffs!
Hey guys, check out my new video game.
Wait, Mom, what? Huh?
What? Hold
What'd you say? Wait a second, what?
This weekend, unplug. Take your family to the forest. There's nothing in the world like experiencing nature firsthand. Trees, paths.
Artist exchange.
The artist exchange. The artist exchange. The artist exchange.
The artist exchange.
Artist exchange live.
The artist exchange. The artist exchange.
The artist exchange.
Starts now. Wow, 7-Eleven now. I should have went to 7-Eleven. So welcome to the Artist Exchange Radio Show here live on BeExposedRadio.com. We just started a little late today. It's cool. But today marks the second year that I've been here on the Artist Exchange Radio Show on BeExposedRadio.com. Today is going to be an interesting show because I have no idea what's going to happen. David Mitchell, as advertised, is not coming today. So that's the first surprise. We're supposed to be having a guest that's going to stop by, Miss Radiant. So we'll see what happens. Who knows? It may actually happen. So, like I said, today marks the second year that we've been on air here on BeExposedRadio.com. And I decided not to do any fanfare because I had a nice little extended broadcast after my first year. So today is just going to be business as usual. We're going to start off with some information. So today's topic is actually the daily grind of success. How to persevere and how to keep it moving despite the hurdles and the obstacles that go along with pursuing your dreams and following your path. So that's what the topic is. Unfortunately, like I said, David Mitchell will not be joining us this evening. He may be here at another scheduled date in the future, possibly. But what I wanted to talk about in this first segment was actually that crab in a barrel mentality. What happens in a city like Baltimore where everyone has dreams, everyone has goals, everyone has things that they want to achieve in life? What happens? Well, what happens in cities like this, when we're all going towards the same dream, we often find ourselves pulling each other down so we can get up a little bit further. People want a joyride. People want a free ride. People want an easy ride. So I suggest that you eliminate those types of individuals from your circles, from that group of people that you confide in, that group of people that you go to reignite yourselves when you're a little bit down or you're a little bit stressed out, eliminate those individuals from your circle. Only attach yourself to individuals that are happy for you. Not everybody is going to agree with what your path is. Not everybody is going to be on board with the things in life that you want, but they will be supportive. They're not always going to show up, but they'll send you some messages. I've been getting a lot of messages in the last couple of days, and last couple of weeks, actually, as I've been promoting today's show and this month-long experience that I will be having in promoting my second year here on the station. I decided to do something a little bit different this year and just extend it for the month and just do some action-packed things by bringing back some old guests. We'll be having Karan, he is the producer of Broken House. He'll be joining us soon. I'm gonna try to get Tommy Davis to come join, Mr. House Music. He did a phenomenal job at the big block party they had this past weekend for house music. So I'm gonna try to bring back a couple guests. Last week we had on my friend Anthony, just some interesting or some blast from the past. So I'm not gonna tell you who, but yeah. So also tonight, we had a couple tickets to the Real Nigga Show. I have one ticket left. So if you call in tonight, 410-702-5657, I'll actually give that ticket to you. Again, call us at 410-702-5657. If you want to shout out the Artist Exchange, if you are a past guest or you want to be a guest, give me a call today. Let me know how you feel. Talk to me. 410-702-5657. So back to this crab in a barrel mentality. Like I said, eliminate those people from your life and only attach yourself to those. And I'm not a person that says attach yourself to somebody that's doing better, because you really don't are, and they really forgot where you are in that moment. So sometimes that relationship doesn't always work, and you need to be around people who want what you want in that moment, like-minded individuals. Stop trying to attach yourself to a bigger and better entity, thinking that that's going to propel you forward, because often it actually, you're working towards somebody else's dream at that point, and it's really hard and there's a distraction. So do what you do and stop trying to do what everybody else is doing. On the road to success, there'll be a lot of hurdles, there'll be a lot of struggles and obstacles, but don't lose focus of the things that in life that you want, and don't further complicate things by attaching yourselves to people that are nothing more than this distraction. So definitely stay focused on what you're doing. So a couple brief announcements. I don't know what the time. It's not on sound. You know where I'm at. You can't hear me? But I can hear myself. It is. It shouldn't be on. I am done. Turn it off. No, I mean, it was slid down. I don't understand why nobody was sitting here, but they turned it off. Can you hear me now? So, with all that, up to a couple more segments, I'll point out some. We'll have some hot topics for the day. We'll have. Still can't hear me? Just turn it. This one. Can you hear me? So, upcoming, we have some hot topics. We're gonna go a little bit deeper into the Beyonce story. We're going to touch on it and actually talk about protecting your intellectual property. There's no way to actually do it, but you just have to actually produce an actual product. So that topic and a couple more hot topics soon. But are we going to break? We're going to break? Yeah. So I'm a little thrown off, but it's cool. We'll be right back here on the Artist Exchange Radio Show on BeExposedRadio.com.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com, the home of Talk Lately with Monny, every Tuesday at 7 p.m.
Thank you for tuning in to BeExposedRadio.com. Sit back, relax, and listen to this flashback of the Artist Exchange Radio Show.
What does hustle hard mean to you? What does that signify in your life?
That's a lifestyle for me. You know what I mean? Like, true story. I was born into a family and a community of hustlers. Now let's get focused right quick, because when people hear the word hustler, they confuse it with con artist or something negative. So they like to call people entrepreneurs, right? But the definition, and I'm paraphrasing, but the definition of hustle is a forced movement or to be hurried, right? But we're not talking about just pushing other people. Sometimes you got to push yourself, and that what makes you a hustler. True story. So the thing about it is, like, when it comes to hustling, listen, quick story. I used to go buy juleps a lot, right? And my grandmother used to make me clean the yard, shovel snow, do things like that to go get a julep. But one day she was like, look, you putting all your money in someone else's pocket.
Word.
Save those quarters, and I can teach you how to make a formula, and you can sell your own juleps. You understand? So the next couple weeks, I saved my money.
Always a hustler.
Listen,
got to love
but think
everybody
about
got
this.
a grandma story like that.
Grandmothers are the natural hustlers because they were the ones who maintained and sustained our families through epidemics. You're talking Big Mama went through slavery and held it. You're talking Big Mama went through the Depression and held it. Big Mama went through crack and held it and still maintains it today. So if you don't think you come from a hustler, then you don't know where you come from. You understand?
That's so real.
I began to sell juleps, and ever since then, I capture a hustle. And a hustle is not a swindle. It's not a sneaky thing. It's upfront. You're providing a need. You understand? So you're the bridge. If you're a true hustler, you're trying to be the bridge. If somebody's on one side and they need to get the other, you're trying to be the bridge, fill in the gap. So hustling is a lifestyle. It's not something you can do 10 minutes out the day. It has to be something you live.
Word.
Hey, what's up? This is Nate, host of the Artist Exchange Radio Show. Tune in every Friday, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. and every Saturday, 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. Real artist, real talk, real live, here live on BeExposedRadio.com.
Oh, you wanted to play?
Yeah, because it was on my schedule. Hey, welcome back to the Artist Exchange Radio Show here live on BeExposedRadio.com. To join in this conversation, give me a call, 410-702-5657, or you can text me at 443-642-9403. Shout out to everyone who has supported the show in the last 2 years, everyone who's called in, the guests, just people who have supported the show. But we got to keep the show going. So if you are a business, an artist, you have a product, a service, you have events coming up, definitely show the Artist Exchange some love and let us help you promote and market your business. We have some awesome sponsorship packages in the form of some awesome options that we have. So you can either go to our website, www.beexposedradio.com, and click on the donation, not the donation button, but do you want to be a sponsor tab? Click on that and it'll take you to the form and you'll be able to pick and choose, or you can contact me directly at the Artist Exchange Radio Show at gmail.com and get further information on sponsorship, or you can call me 443-839-0118 and get some information on how to sponsor the show. And in sponsoring, you'll get some awesome packages in the form of 30 seconds, 67 commercial spots. We'll host your event. We have a monthly open house series that you can actually sponsor as well as a bunch of other options that you can formulate and create your own packages, or pick from the a la carte list and create your package that way. So definitely hit me up again, the Artist Exchange Radio Show at gmail.com, or you can contact me directly at the Artist Exchange. At 443-839-0118, or you call the office number 410-671-5483 and inquire if you want to be supported. What else? The September the 17th at 12 p.m. to 5 p.m. the BeExposed will be having an open house series where you can come on down and network with other individuals in the media industry, as well as meet the personalities of BeExposed Radio. So I didn't hear what you were saying. Are we going back to break, or all of them?
No, just those.
No, we're going to play it a little bit later because there's only a minute left. So Yeah, so we're going to take another quick break. Oh, we'll be right back here on the Artist Exchange Radio Show on on BeExposedRadio.com. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Join the club that gives you stuff. Hey, thanks! Radio Loyalty. Here's how it works. Just click on the Radio Loyalty banner right now and sign up. Then you keep on listening like you already do. But now you earn points. Those points add up, and you can trade them in for stuff in the Radio Loyalty store. Earn more points by sharing your station with friends on Facebook and Twitter, answering surveys, and by using the apps in the New Players App Store. Pretty simple, right? Radio Loyalty. Click that banner to join now.
You're listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Talk dirty to me. I love it. It's awesome. It's all mine. Gets me going every day.
Free stuff for you just for listening to this station. Yo, we got your attention? Here's how it works. You click on the Radio Loyalty banner right now and sign up. Then you keep on listening like you already do. But now you earn points. Those points add up, and you can trade them in for cool stuff in the Radio Loyalty store. Earn more points by sharing your station with friends on Facebook and Twitter, answering surveys, and by using the apps in the New Players App Store. Pretty simple. Free stuff just for doing what you already do. Radio Loyalty. Click the banner to join now.
Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Monny from Talk Lately. I want y'all to sit back and listen to this flashback. We be tripping.
I mean, really, but I mean, he might have. I got him maybe jacking her up.
The kids said he did it.
But this is Floyd Mayweather punching her head repeatedly, and like she doesn't have like brain damage.
No, she didn't have brain damage. I don't think he was hitting her like that. Or he probably was like, say something else. Say something else.
That
he probably wasn't like tagging her.
Right.
He probably was just like, and the kids was like, Daddy, Daddy, Daddy.
Why do they have the accent? Why? Why do his kids have the accent?
I just pictured them looking like African. I didn't want to have to admit that. I don't know what they're going to do about my mouth, but just check out the show every Tuesday at 7 p.m. It's more of the same right here on BeExposedRadio.com.
What is hood respect? Family, life, work, love. We are all from the hood and we all want respect. That's why we wear Hood Respect. Available in men's, women's, and kids. For more information and ordering options, contact Instagram at Hood Respect, Facebook to Mel Martin Sr., and email at hoodrespect.tms71@gmail.com. The look you need is Hood Respect.
Hi, I'm LeVar Burton, and I'm proud to be a book person. How do I choose a book? Sometimes it's the cover, sometimes it's the title. I guess I'm pretty visual. If a book's really impressing me and the writing is really good, I will peek and see what the last paragraph is, because the endings of books should rock you. I am a book person, and if you're a book person too, read to a child and spark a lifetime of ambition. Join me at bookpeopleunite.org, because reading is fundamental. A public service announcement brought to you by Reading is Fundamental, Library of Congress, and the Ad Council.
Green light. Hey girl, school zone. I'm getting hungry. Car changing lanes. You want to meet me for pizza? Stop sign. Intersection clear. Yeah, street. Pizza sounds good. Ballin Street? Girlin Street!
It's hard to concentrate on two things at once, like texting and driving. Stop the text, stop the wrecks. How will you stop texting and driving? Tell us at stoptextstopwrecks.org. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
Thank you for tuning in to BeExposedRadio.com. Sit back, relax, and listen to this flashback of the Artist Exchange Radio Show.
Football, you basically have a good 10 to 12 years, and that's what it is.
Well, you have a lot of people retiring early. It's funny, a lot of me and my alumni from UVA, where I graduated from, one of our fellow Wahoos, he retired yesterday, 32 years old. To Brigashaw Ferguson, and he's been in the league like 10 or 12 years. So like you said, a lot of guys are making that change on their own now, because they're seeing a lot of things from the concussion movement,
right?
Stuff that's been happening. It's not the noun, it's the effects later, because you see different stories of men are in like their 50s and some are committing suicide because of the banging and the voices or the concussions. And
did you see that?
I haven't got a chance to see it. But
not the movie, but did you see those effects?
I have seen concussions in college where guys have played that whole entire game and didn't realize they was at a football game.
Wow.
But like before the big emphasis came about whole concussions and what's going on, we was taught they run to the wall. You can't be soft. You shake it off and get back in it. So
the wrong attitude to have.
Right.
Yeah.
It's really internal. Like you really doing damage, not just to your bones,
right,
but to your mind.
Everything.
Right.
And later on down the line, because just like you said, once the game is over, when you've been in a game and you think about it, because I tell people the NFL, any sports, whether it's male or female, is a semi-military because you're told when to get up, when to work out, what to eat, when to play. All right, now you got a curfew, you got to be in the bed by this time. You do it for years and years, and all of a sudden, bam, it's done. So what do you do?
Right.
So just like the military that have with PTSD. We have that because we so used to having a certain way. And I remember watching this Brian Gumble on HBO was like years ago, and a guy would act like he was getting dressed.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Welcome back. I can't hear anything. Oh, there you go. Welcome back. This thing was off. So welcome back to the Artist Exchange Radio Show here live on BeExposedRadio.com. It's me, your host, Nate. This past 2 years has been definitely a challenge. It has been difficult in trying to create a team and trying to move this forward, but I have persevered and I will continue to do so. My phone is talking to me and it's very disrespectful that it's going to just interrupt my show like that. But so anyway, this segment we have a couple of some hot topics, some news, couple stories that you've already heard about. But the first one is the lawsuit against Beyonce and her creative team. It was actually tossed out. A young man by the name of Matt Falk. He's a photographer and filmmaker. He alleged that Beyonce actually stole his idea from a video. If you go to the the Artist Exchange page, you'll be able to get the entire video. Actually, the video that it came from, it was called Palanio, and it was an art film that he created, and he produced and created. It was posted back in 2014, and he alleges that Lemonade is a knockoff, not the Lemonade series, but the trailer for Lemonade was a knockoff of his short 7-minute video. And I think there were some similarities. He filmed inside of a parking garage out on the street. She did the same thing. So in my research, I realized
but your headphones are way too loud.
Protecting. That's what you hear?
Yes. I thought I already said this like 5 times.
But it's the video.
This week. I said it 5 times.
Well, if I had a producer, maybe that ever.
I just came in and produced you. I just did it.
Giving me notes is not producing. So part of this story is actually raising a lot of eyes, and us artists or business owners, you have to be careful of who you share your ideas with. Ideas are not protected under the laws of any patent or registration. Music, completed music, even an incomplete song can be registered, and you'll have to amend any changes or additions that you make to that song. Inventions like the flapjack machine can be submitted for a patent, even if it needs, some improvements done to it. You amend the improvements, but you cannot patent or register or license an idea, intellectual property. You cannot do that at all. So this is not to prevent you from sharing your ideas or prevent you from finding individuals to help turn your ideas into actual into an actual thing, but you need a concrete, a tangible product or service. You need an actual thing, something, in order to patent or license it. You cannot take your idea for the color, this new color blue, and call it something. You actually have to create that color or create that thing based on your idea and license that or patent that or register that. And this lawsuit basically is probably why it was tossed out. Not to compare anything, but it was two completely different videos. If you watch the trailer for Beyonce's Lemonade, and you watch the video for this young man, Matt Falk created, two completely, you can see different ideas, but there's nothing new. You can't create the wheel at any point. And when it comes to artistry, it's nothing new under the sun. Everything has already been done. And Beyonce gets a lot of flack for stealing other people's intellectual property. But we do that all the time. Most musicians are sampling something, a beat, a lyric, a portion of a song, and putting it into theirs. So it's nothing new that you can create in terms of any type of art or anything that's new. So this article, which I got from, was written by Gene Quinn. It's called Protecting Ideas. Can Ideas Be Protected or Patented? No, it can't be. Unfortunately, there's no effective way to protect an idea. Copyrights protect expression and patents protect inventions, and neither protect ideas. No intellectual property protects obtained, or no exclusive rights will flow unto you. Just because you have a good idea, you actually have to turn that idea into something tangible. And I'll post this article on the page after the fact as well. I'm trying to. It came from Watchdog, IPWatchdog.com. Again, the title is Protecting Ideas. Can ideas be protected or patented? No, an actual product or actual thing, something tangible or concrete. It has to be based on the idea. You actually have to create that thing. So I'm quite sure this man, Matt Falk, is very upset. But she created it. Most of the things that she took from other people, she gave them credit for in this movie. It was a lot of poetry, a lot of video clips that she then gave credit to in the credits. So I'm quite sure this gentleman is really upset, but too sad, too bad. You can't share your idea with everybody. And I don't know if they had a meeting, whether he presented this or he felt as though her creative team just saw his video and created that video. And he's not suing her for the entire Lemonade series of videos. It's just the trailer. So he feels like she stole that from him. But it's been thrown out. So understand patent and protection laws before you throw your ideas out there. Speaking about Beyonce, the Black Lives Matter, a young lady named Heather McDonald. Did I say her name right? McDonald? Heather McDonald. She wrote an article on Black Lives Matter, and I'm not even going to read anything from it because it's clearly a white woman who's upset at her race, and she's taking it out on another race. But supposedly, this young man, Colin Kaepernick, he has taken a stand to go against what has been something that's been a tradition in our country, and that's the Star Spangled Banner. And I printed it out just to get the words, and the words are a little off. So I suggest that you go out and print out or Google the entire lyrics to the Star Spangled Banner and realize why people are angry at it, because clearly we don't do the second two stanzas for a reason, while the third stanza is what the issue is. But he has been constantly ridiculed by a lot of different individuals, both black and white, service members, politicians, Republicans, so on and so forth, that feel like he's being unpatriotic, just like Beyonce was when she just did this. Was that part of the Lemonade video? What video was that? What Lemonade? Was that?
That's Lemonade.
That was Lemonade. So they felt as though these people are speaking out against America unpatriotically. Is that a word? No, that's not a word, but it is today. So I feel like he is really being I don't know when you had to cover your heart. I still will continue to say this. It's never been a rule that you cover your heart.
That's the Pledge of Allegiance.
That's the Pledge of Allegiance. But they connected, and all these people are doing it. Like, you're doing it because you don't want. He want to do it because 23 is doing it because he doesn't.
But it's called the national anthem.
Right.
You're not pledging.
You're not.
This is a pledge.
That's a pledge.
This is what they do when you are
You're just
actually
listening to a song
in the immigration office getting your
Right.
citizenship. You do that when you're there.
Most people take their hat off if they have a hat on during the game or whenever it's being sung just to show respect. But
see, you can tell how things changed though, because I never knew that that wasn't the original
song
anthem. Like
What?
I didn't know that there was more and
Oh, it
stuff
was-
that was
yeah.
in there about slaves and all that kind of
Yeah,
stuff.
because this is the part we never were taught. And they eliminated that because they had to, because this is the unpatriotic part about it, because it really reflected on who we were at that point. But the whole issue was the slaves signed on to be in the army on the side of the British. In return, they were supposed to get freedom papers. They were supposed to be set free because if they would have beat the Americans, they would have taken ownership. And I don't believe they would have been free either, but that kind of is what it is. And
I
actually,
think so. I think they would have been free.
I was looking at The View the other day.
They were always free in Canada.
Yeah, but not at the beginning of this country, though.
Yeah. They weren't here in the beginning of the country.
That's what I'm saying. There was no idea what Canada was at that point. So,
well, no, the British were there.
Yeah, but that's where they were. But they would not have really freed them because they were still slaves.
What I'm
in
saying is
England
that
at the
there
time.
wasn't a sense of slavery
in Canada. Right. Because a lot of
Even
people
back then.
escaped them. Right.
Yeah.
But
but it's so cold in Canada. Who wants to live there? I mean,
no one. But Whoopi brought up an issue connected to this, and she brought back a person that we haven't heard from in a long time, Reverend Wright. And he was angry over similar situations. And the thing was, people don't realize Reverend Wright was in the Navy. So that means he could have fought in like World War II or what was the last one? The Vietnam War. It's possible that he could have fought. I think he fought in World War II though. So he was angry over fighting in that war and then coming back and wasn't being treated any differently after risking his life
for y'all,
for everybody, for this country, and then being treated. Well, you're a citizen.
I wasn't here though.
But your parents were.
I ain't gonna do with them.
Out of control. But she brought up
on their own before I was here.
Out of control. So he's the link. So Whoopi brought up a good point that that's why he was angry. And people don't realize why Black people get upset, or people of any oppressed community get upset when things like this happen, because I'm still being treated like this. And this got brought up in the last 8 years. So he was still angry because we're still going through the same thing. So that story out of Black Lives Matter, look it up, read it, and see the craziness in it by Heather McDonald. I mean, it was actually published in the Washington Examiner. So look that up. It's foolishness. No one should saluting. I have a lot of people on my page that are really angry and pissed off at the fact that this man is taking a knee now. And he actually, it was been reported that he actually consulted with some armed force members in how he should go after this. And one of the things that he's doing is donating up to $1 million to various charities in support of him doing this. So I'm quite sure, I don't know if he's being fined. This is not a fine, but he's donating to charities to show further support of why this is such an issue. But yes, that was, it's crazy. Like, everything you do is being ridiculed, and people don't even understand this. It's never been a tradition to cover your heart. It's not. And the fact that he's not doing it, to me, it makes no sense, because you don't have to do it already, but people are making a huge mountain out of not even a molehill. The last story for this segment is a story for men. A gentleman named Eric Owens he posted some images, some throwback Thursday pictures of him and his son. And apparently his son is 18 years old now. And he was laying on his father. And a lot of people got really up in arms with it. And some of the comments were mostly by women, but a lot of men chimed in on them. And one of the comments was, "This is the weirdest itch ever. Girl and her mother is one thing, but a man shouldn't be raising his son to lay on him like that. A father and daughter I can see, but this here is unacceptable." Another man said that he couldn't recall a time after 9 years old where he had been up under his father. And a lot of issues, and speaking as a young man who did not, my dad died when I was really young, and prior to that, I didn't really have a strong relationship with him. This is sad, it's sad to me. They went on to connect some images, like the image of Will Smith and Jaden Smith, when they were on the Ellen Show a few years back, where they showed pictures of Will kissing his son and hugging his son. And a lot of things have been said about that, that further the rumors that Will Smith is gay. And then one of the last images that they connected was a GIF, one of those short video clips that people playing themselves on loop, of a white young couple that was, it looks like he was kissing his chest. This social taboo against cuddling has been because of two men to get close with was traditionally seen as gay. Men want to avoid being the target of homophobic abuse, so they would rather distance themselves from any perception of homosexuality. It was really sad. Some of the comments were just in real bad taste. Chocolate at pit._com. Men, you're so weird. There's bonding, but this ain't it. This was comments on constantly. It was this ugliness. And it was all based on people being really uncomfortable with men being physically touching each other. And this was a father and son. Basically, he just drew a couple photos of his son over the years, and it was the same thing. His son was, I guess they were watching TV together, and his son was laying on him. But that's a sign that that's a real father and son relationship, and it has nothing to do about being gay or homosexual. And anybody who would connect those two issues is definitely sick in the head. So those are our topics for today. We're going to come back with more from the Artist Exchange on this special edition, the 2nd year anniversary of the Artist Exchange Radio Show. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back on the Artist Exchange Radio Show on BeExposedRadio.com. Thank you.
When you were a little kid and you thought about what you wanted to be, teaching was at the top of your list. But things changed. And as you got older, teaching didn't seem like the best option anymore. So you're thinking you'll be something else. But what would your 12-year-old self say? Now you want to be a doctor. Old lessons and taking learning far beyond the four walls of the classroom. It's time to recognize that great things are happening in teaching and put it back on your list. Don't try to convince yourself otherwise. You had it right the first time.
Find out how you can make more at teach.org. Make more. Teach. Brought to you by Teach and the Ad Council.
Driving has a rhythm all its own. Don't wreck it with a text. Before you get behind the wheel, silence your phone. Or better yet, designate a texter. For more tax-free driving tips, visit stoptextstoprex.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration.
This message is for all of you sitting in the passenger seat. And apologies if it gets a little uncomfortable, but how does it feel to be at the mercy of someone who thinks a random text is more important than your life? Someone who takes their eyes off the road while speeding along in a 3-ton hunk of steel. Freaky, right? Well, why not just ask them to stop? Or better yet, volunteer to text for them. It might be a little awkward, but believe me, you'll live.
Learn more at stoptextstoprex.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration. Hi, I'm LeVar Burton, and I'm proud to be a book person. How do I choose a book? Sometimes it's the cover, sometimes it's the title. I guess I'm pretty visual. If a book's really impressing me and the writing is really good, I will peek and see what the last paragraph is, because the endings of books should rock you. I am a book person, and if you're a book person to read to a child and spark a lifetime of ambition. Join me at bookpeopleunite.org because reading is fundamental. A public service announcement brought to you by Reading is Fundamental, Library of Congress, and the Ad Council.
Green light. Hey girl, school zone. I'm getting hungry. Car changing lanes. You want to meet me for pizza? Stop sign. Intersection clear. Yeah, street. Pizza sounds good. Ballin Street? Girlin Street!
It's hard to concentrate on two things at once, like texting and driving. Stop the text, stop the wrecks. How will you stop texting and driving? Tell us at stoptextstoprex.org. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
The Style Lounge. For a personalized fashion experience, the Style Lounge is where you should be. From clothing, jewelry, handbags, and accessories, contact us for pop-up shops, vending opportunities, and more. Let us help you enhance your style. Let's discover your inner fashion ego. We are available for on-site and off-site consultations. For your appointment, call 443-248-8879. 15% off with business card.
You're listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Hey, what's up? Welcome back to the Artist Exchange Radio Show here live on BeExposedRadio.com. Today's topic is the daily grind of success. We're celebrating the second anniversary to this date of the Artist Exchange Radio Show. I'm very excited and I'm very happy to be here today doing this. And how befitting. I mean, I'm not here alone because Monny and Eric is here, but you know, they kind of have to be here. But exactly. See the attitude you get. But this segment, I wanted to go over some of my favorite moments on the Artist Exchange. What has to be the best moment? And I wish we could go back and get it. But when Bernadette Status called into the show, and I would love the video of the room because it was crowded in here. I think I had Weird in here. It was a lot of people in here. We all were dumbfounded when she called it the show. So that's my most favorite show of all time. I would say my least favorite show has to be I don't know. Any show where a guest calls out, I think that's my least favorite show of all time. But I would have to say, I tried to do a show once with a friend of mine, Perky. At the time, we thought her son had ran away, or he just left. But they ended up finding his body down in Westport by that power plant. And that has to be the worst show because she came on here right after. And I thought what we were going to do was going to be talking about it and, you know, getting the word out there so people can locate him. But we found out probably like the day of what had happened. And she came on anyway. Thankfully, I had Miss Pamela who called into the show. And she had a book at the time. And I had no idea that we were going to connect the two issues together. And she actually called and it really gave some really good counsel to Perky, as well as our aunt of mine who had just lost, we had just lost my cousin as well. So it was all full circle. So that's not my least favorite show, but I would never go back and listen to that show again because I clearly saw how she was breaking down. But on a lighter note, I've had some really awesome guests that came on. I don't think I have a favorite guest, but some of my favorites are definitely Sandra. We had Mumu Fresh on. And I'm trying to think, a lot of the guests that I've had on have been people I knew personally, artists that I've known, business owners. Some of my favorite guests have to be like Lamar Riddick from tomorrow's show, who's actually coming in from another state. He's coming here from Philly. So I think Pennsylvania, I'm not saying Philly, but Pennsylvania. What's his name? JC, the chef JC. They came up here, his whole crew from Virginia, and actually cooked for us. I think that's like my second favorite show. I've had a guest to cook for me, and we did an after show segment with that, and I ate that day. Me and Missy Lane and Kendra, we was fat, and we ate. But I think that's my second favorite show. Having Thelma from Good Times Calling has to be, like, I'm not a big celebrity person, but I grew up looking at Thelma. No, I actually didn't grow up. I grew up looking at the reruns of Thelma on Good Times. Whatever, because Monty is about 50. He wants everybody else to be at the same age bracket as him. But that has to be the top favorite show. And actually, Kendra sent me a message today. She's on her way to New Orleans now. So safe travels to her. But thanks to Kendra and her mom, Miss Jacqueline, they got her to call into the show. And we actually got to meet her. The very next day? She was at what was the Cookers Lounge, and we got to sit down. She just wrote a book on her struggle with having a parent that eventually her mom eventually died, but she had Alzheimer's, and taking care of a sick parent can be very devastating because you're kind of changing roles for a moment. So she had an awesome book. So getting to meet her and having her call in, and nobody knew how she was. I really thought it was Riga playing on the phone, but that was definitely my top favorite show next to Chef JC, who came all the way up here to Baltimore and actually cooked for us. So that has to be it. Like I said, my favorite guests are the guests that go beyond the Call of Duty, like coming from another state or dropping things to actually be present and supporting the show despite. One of my biggest supporters, Jana. Shout out to Jana. She's at home resting right now. She's with child. So I really like to thank Jana, first of all, who gave me the energy to actually start the show. We have been looking for spaces to do a show in. And once we got Be Exposed, thankful. Well, shout out to China, Miss Henderson now. But China actually geared me towards it and told me it would be a great idea for me to do it. So shout out to China and Jana for really being really big supporters. Shout out to all my co-hosts that I've had, Brittany, Pam, Kendra, Ama. They were awesome additions to the show, and definitely really individuals that helped me get along this way. That first year of doing the show was very difficult, and outside of, I'm not used to being in one specific spot every week, twice a week. And on Saturdays, we would get here like 10 o'clock. So that was really outside of my jurisdiction to get up that early on a Saturday. But I guess it was outside of everybody's jurisdiction because we're not getting up that early no more.
The Jay Holiday get his hair cut in the kitchen.
I can't. I really can't. I don't care about no Jay Holiday. Not on the show. So we're going to take another quick break. We'll be right back here on the Artist Exchange Radio Show on BeExposedRadio.com. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
We're rewarding you for something you already do, listening to us. It's Radio Loyalty, and it's an easy way for you to get free stuff. All you do is sign up. Go ahead and click the banner now. You'll earn points as you listen. Points you can trade in for great products and services in the Radio Loyalty store. You can earn even more points when you share your favorite station with friends on Facebook and Twitter. Radio Loyalty. It's free to sign up, so click the banner to join now.
Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Monny from Talk Lately. I want y'all to sit back and listen to this flashback. We be tripping.
I mean, really, but I mean, he might have. I got him maybe jacking her up.
The kids said he did it.
But this is Floyd Mayweather punching her head repeatedly, and like she doesn't have like brain damage.
No, she didn't have brain damage. I don't think he was hitting her like that. Or he probably was like, say something else. Say something else.
That
he probably wasn't like tagging her.
Right.
He probably was just like, and the kids was like, Daddy, Daddy, Daddy.
Why do they have that accent? Why? Why do his kids have that accent?
I just pictured them looking like African. I didn't want to have to admit that. I don't know what they're going to do about my mouth, but just check out the show every Tuesday at 7 p.m. It's more of the same right here on BeExposedRadio.com.
Are you thinking about getting your GED diploma? Well, here at the GED Pep Talk Center, we've got a number of pep talks that can motivate you.
Sometimes things don't always turn out the way you want them to.
You know that feeling? People look at you and don't believe in you.
You want some gentle encouragement. Then you're on your way to your GED diploma and a better life.
But I know they're probably just a little bit nervous. You can find it in yourself to take that first step.
You can improve your future. You can do this. I know you can.
You need to start pushing yourself.
Now get your game face on and take the first step towards a better life. Hurry up. Don't make me repeat myself.
Whatever level of motivation you need to get your GED diploma, we've got a pep talk that's right for you. Call 1-877-38-YOUR-GED or visit yourged.org for your pep talk and find free GED classes in your area. GED is a registered trademark of the American Council on Education, brought to you by Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
When you were a little kid and you thought about what you wanted to be, teaching was at the top of your list. But things changed. And as you got older, teaching didn't seem like the best option anymore. So you're thinking you'll be something else. But what would your 12-year-old self say? Now you want to be a doctor. You don't think teachers save lives? 25 at a time. An actress? Try playing a different role every time the bell rings. How about a scientist? Ever heard of physics? Chemistry? Who do you think teaches that? Teachers today are breaking down obstacles, finding innovative ways to instill old lessons, and taking learning far beyond the four walls of the classroom. It's time to recognize that great things are happening in teaching and put it back on your list. Don't try to convince yourself otherwise. You had it right the first time.
Find out how you can make more at teach.org. Make more. Teach. Brought to you by Teach and the Ad Council.
Driving has a rhythm all its own. Don't wreck it with a text. Before you get behind the wheel, silence your phone. Or better yet, designate a texter. For more text-free driving tips, visit stoptextstoprex.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration.
This message is for all of you sitting in the passenger seat. And apologies if it gets a little uncomfortable, but how does it feel to be at the mercy of someone who thinks a random text is more important than your life? Someone who takes their eyes off the road while speeding along in a 3-ton hunk of steel. Freaky, right? Well, why not just ask them to stop? Or better yet, volunteer to text for them. It might be a little awkward, but believe me, you'll live.
Learn more at stoptextstoprex.org.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Welcome back to the Artist Exchange Radio Show here live on BeExposedRadio.com. That was On Fire by Mr. Lamar Riddick. He'll be on the Artist Exchange Show tomorrow at 12. So definitely tune in and listen to this gentleman do his thing. He might do something live. We'll definitely play a little bit more of his music tomorrow. But again, that was On Fire by Lamar Riddick. Nice. It was good. It was good. I think I'm phasing out mentally from that type of music because I'm not a club person. So you got to be in a club because I can't just listen to that music just as a headbanger. But I'd rather listen to R&B from the 90s. That's kind of my speed in things. But this is the Artist Exchange, and I am Nate COUSER. I was trying to see if you spelled my name wrong because it looked like it was wrong. But coming up next, it's the It Is What It Is radio show with Tyree Top Flight Miles, and his whole crew.
Wait till as I get them prepared and comfortable with using the system, it's gonna be like you be like coming up next. It is what it is radio, and it's gonna be like their logo in front of you. It's gonna be. That's what the thought that it is.
So we have 6.5 minutes left, and he just used 30 seconds of it to give you some precursors.
You have an hour left. I'm sorry.
In this segment, it's 6.5.
Right, but you have an hour.
I just can't, you would think in 2 years he would change, and he doesn't. Like, he is consistently the same person regardless of any circumstance or location. He's the same person.
That's hot.
So, Mr. Eric, you're like 2 weeks into being a college student. How does it feel?
Oh, but he can have time. But he can have time. He ain't doing his work.
That's because I asked him.
But he working.
So you can, right?
Just like
I can't hear you. You gotta turn your mic on.
It is on.
You said what?
It is on.
So, you gonna answer the question?
I said just like high school.
It's just like high school?
Yeah, the work just different.
They be fighting and stuff.
Yeah, they fought on the first day.
Don't make it seem like it's just people. It's when people like that come to college.
Right,
they don't leave that behavior. And it didn't belong in high school. So.
Yeah, I mean, I just feel like it's the same thing. Like, they just there just because they feel like they got to be there. They just...
So why are you there?
I'm there because I actually want to be there. I want to succeed in life and be successful. But I'm not so sure about them if you fight on the first day.
Sometimes Eric, like Monny and his buns, Eric has these shades. And then he's very much so a shady individual. But from shade, like when he has this black on black, that's a whole nother. He's too cool for school nowadays. The ones with the silver, he's a little bit more fun when he has the silver tint on. And then when he doesn't have them on at all, he's totally a different person.
Did y'all hear about Patty about having crabs?
I won't do those types of stories because I won't connect myself with such foolishness. I won't. So how have you been, can you turn that off because I can hear that echo. It's crazy. Yeah. Like that mic.
Yeah.
No, the reverb is off.
It's not reverb, it's the actual mic.
Yeah, the mic. Can you cut that off? Because he can't hear me that. I was there to hear that. He cut that mic off. Yeah, that's okay. So the mic is off.
No, you don't. No, you don't. He plays you back.
So the past, so Monny, in the last 2 years, how have you? I'm not going to ask you questions.
Did you hear something about me around?
I did. Oh, I did. I'm gonna play her song. Actually, in the next segment. So,
I actually was like rocking to that song. Like I told her today, I was like, because I wrote an article on it on News, news.beexposedradio.com.
Don't get a chance to play on my show.
This is beexposedradio.com. I wrote an article for that. No one else does it for me. That is not a lie. That was 2 paragraphs. And I just expressed how I felt. All you have to do is just say what you say. But it don't hear though. It's just only in there because I can hear myself through his headphones. Still. It's not. That's because I can't put it on my ear. No, I'm just saying, it's in there, the mic sound like these two mics like very far away. But in here, I can hear it. It's like so this is space that we have now. It was a big space we talking, but I actually looked at, there's videos today. It was actually, J Productions. They produce the video. Okay. Let's try to show that stuff. It has to come to an end. Because I'm very professional in my demeanor. Now you don't got to hear me then. Because that's too, y'all don't listen to me, but one day you'll listen. Because it's what? It's a lot on my ears. I said real drain. Real drain with that explanation. Like, go ahead and get your piece in. So anyway, that's on running away. I'm gonna accept that I direct the next video. Like, I really want to direct it. But I really want to direct the next video. I like the fact that it was like really clear, like HD. Yeah, he has really nice equipment. I have to give it to Jay. He has some really nice equipment. They got some nice shots of the different buildings. The church, that church one on Madison and Park Avenue. Yeah. It's really, no, that's not, yeah, it was, but it really is, it was really a nice video. Shout out, she had my earring on. So, I didn't even realize that. But I think like the third time I looked at it, I know. Because all that hair, my vocals was one. Yeah. Which is all like she had raspy and everything. I was like, oh, this is raspy. She actually, but she's one of the very few artists that even in recording, she sounds the same at first. Right. And I only know a few people who can actually obtain that. Which is by accident. I don't know open house, but she's but she performed that song at the last Firestarter series. So it really is. I really love that song. I did not want her to do that. That's what I really was saying. Because it was something I heard for like 2 weeks. So we're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back here on the Arts Exchange Radio Show.
Thank you for tuning in to BeExposedRadio.com. Sit back, relax, and listen to this flashback of the Artist Exchange Radio Show.
What does hustle hard mean to you? What does that signify in your life?
That's a lifestyle. You know what I mean? Like, true story. I was born into a family and a community of hustlers. Now let's get focused right quick, because when people hear the word hustler, they confuse it with con artist or something negative. So they like to call people entrepreneurs, right? But the definition, and I'm paraphrasing, but the definition of hustle is a forced movement or to be hurried, right? But we're not talking about just pushing other people. Sometimes you got to push yourself, and that makes you a hustler. True story. So the thing about it is, like, when it comes to hustling, listen. Quick story. I used to go buy juleps a lot, right? And my grandmother used to make me clean the yard, shovel snow, do things like that to go get a julep. But one day she was like, look, you putting all your money in someone else's pocket. Right. Save those quarters, and I can teach you how to make a formula, and you can sell your own juleps. You understand? So the next couple weeks, I'm always a hustler. Everybody got to talk about a story like that. Grandmothers are the natural hustlers because they were the ones who maintained and sustained our families through epidemics. You're talking, Big Mama went through slavery and held it. You're talking, Big Mama went through depression and held it. Big Mama went through crack and held it. And still maintains it today. So if you don't think you come from a hustler, then you don't know where you come from. You understand? That's so real. I began to sell juleps, and ever since then, I capture a hustle, and the hustle is not a swindle. It's not a sneaky thing. It's upfront. You're providing a need. You understand? So you're the bridge. If you're a true hustler, you're trying to be the bridge. If somebody's on one side and they need to get the other, you're trying to be the bridge, to fill in the gap. So hustling is a lifestyle. It's not something you can do 10 minutes out the day. It has to be something you live.
Word. Hey, so this is Nate, host of the Artist Exchange Radio Show. Tune in every Friday, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. and every Saturday, 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. Real artists, real talk, real live, here live on BeExposedRadio.com.
You're struggling with your mortgage. You think about it. You don't do anything but think about it.
What are we going to do if we lose the house? Where are we going to go?
At work.
I can't let anybody find out. I'm so embarrassed.
At dinner.
How can we tell the kids? It's going to wreck their lives.
And at 3 o'clock in the morning.
I don't know what to do. I don't know how to get through this. What's going to happen to us?
It's time to stop thinking. It's time to start dialing. Call 1-888-995-HOPE for a free government program that offers expert one-on-one advice about your mortgage options.
I'm all alone.
No, you're not. We've helped over 1 million homeowners, and we want to help you. And now there are more ways to help. Call 1-888-995-HOPE or visit makinghomeaffordable.gov, brought to you by the U.S. Treasury, HUD, and the Ad Council.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Hey, what's up, what's up, what's up? That was Miss Amira, aka Cora Bright Knight, with her song Running Away. Brand new video out. So definitely go to the Artist Exchange Radio Show page and check out that video. It's really hot, it's real fresh. Done by another friend of the show, Mr. J. Perk Production. So we'll be right back after this quick break. Don't go anywhere. TheExposedRadio.com.
We're rewarding you for something you already do, listening to us. It's Radio Loyalty, and it's an easy way for you to get free stuff. All you do is sign up. Go ahead and click the banner now. You'll earn points as you listen. Points you can trade in for great products and services in the Radio Loyalty store. You can earn even more points when you share your favorite station with friends on Facebook and Twitter. Radio Loyalty, it's free to sign up, so click the banner to join now.
Okay, so just type the job website address here. That's it. Then you enter what job you're looking for there.
Electrician. This is Peter. Recently, you got help going on the internet for the first time to look for a new job.
Okay, then you just hit search and...
In the past, Peter's gotten work through people he knew, but he heard there were more jobs online.
There we go.
These are all for me.
Uh-huh.
Really? He had no idea just how many. I can't believe it. This one looks good. Peter's thinking the internet might be for him after all.
And this is just one website.
Wow. Why didn't I do this sooner? See what the internet can help you do at everyoneon.org or call 1-855-387-9166 to find a free training class near you. Brought to you by Connecting Beat and the Ad Council.
You're listening to TheExposedRadio.com.
Love makes awesome. It's all my gets me going every day.
Only in the forest can you see this.
Testing, still testing.
And this.
Testing.
And this. But nothing beats the moment you see that. Cool! That's your child's eyes opening up to a world of possibilities. I didn't know I could do that! One touch of the forest can start a world of difference.
There are some moments only the forest can inspire. Find yours at discovertheforest.org. Learn about forests near you and
Testing. One.
discover cool things to do when you go, like hiking, canoeing, fishing, or camping, or create your own adventure with family and friends, and you might just see this. Your moment's out there. Find it at discovertheforest.org. That's discovertheforest.org.
Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service and the Ad Council.
Steven.
Who said that?
Me, down here.
What are you, a yellow booger?
I'm a banana slug, Steven.
Well, what are you doing in my room?
I'm your sense of adventure. Don't you remember me? Don't you know that we miss you?
Miss me? Who misses me?
You know, all your friends in the forest, the trees, the pond, that little fort that you made out of branches. We all miss you.
Mom took me to the forest last year.
I'm a slug, Steven. It took me a long time to get here.
Oh, I guess that makes sense.
The forest is not that far away. Have an adventure today. I'm sure your mom would take you.
You're right. I should get out. I want to have fun. Play in puddles, catch frogs, and climb trees. Hey, Mom! Yeah. Steven, what is that in your hand? It's my sense of adventure, Mom. It's telling me we need to get out of the house and have some fun in nature today. Come to the forest where the more adventurous you lives. Check out discovertheforest.org for cool places nearby.
I mean, really, but I mean, he might have. I got him maybe jacking her up.
The kid said he did it.
But this is Floyd Mayweather punching her head repeatedly, and like she doesn't have like brain damage.
No, she not. Well, she had brain damage. I don't think he was hitting her like that. He probably He probably wasn't like tagging her. Right? He probably was just like, and the kids was like, Daddy.
Why? Why did this kid have an accent?
That was makes him look like African. I don't know what they're going to do about my mouth, but just check out the show every Tuesday at 7 p.m. It's more of the same right here on BigExposedRadio.com.
The Style Lounge. For a personalized fashion experience, the Style Lounge is where you should be. From clothing, jewelry, handbags, and accessories, contact us for pop-up shops, vending opportunities, and more. Let us help you enhance your style. Let's discover your inner fashion ego. We are available for on-site and off-site consultations. For your appointment, call 443-248-8879. 50% off a business card.
Hi, I'm Barber. I'm proud to be a book person. How do I choose a book? Sometimes it's the cover, sometimes it's the title. I guess I'm pretty visual. If a book's really impressing me and the writing is really good, I will keep and see what the last paragraph is. Because the endings of books should rock you. I am a book person. And if you're a book person to read to a child as part of a lifetime of ambition, join me at bookpeopleunite.org because reading is fun. A public service announcement brought to you by Reading is Fundamental, Library of Congress, and the Ad Council.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Welcome back to the Artist Exchange Radio Show here live on BeExposedRadio.com. I have these two hoodlums in the building with me right now. This one gentleman who hasn't been here since the last anniversary show, and then this other dude that came in here with snacks just for himself.
You want some?
What is it? You're a skinny person. You eat yogurt pretzels. Who the hell eats yogurt pretzels?
Who would just eat a regular salty pretzel?
But you got yogurt on. That's disgusting.
That's great.
Wow.
You want some?
It's not even yogurt, it's icing.
It's just sweetness on salty.
Right. That's not yogurt taste.
I never heard of sweet and salty. I heard sweet and sour, but not sweet and salty.
You know that sweet and sour.
See, he's really skinny, so he really
not really skinny. Well, we're not that far from each other. I work out sometimes. Occasionally.
I don't even work out.
Who you are, sir? Who are you?
My name is TJ, tattoo artist. I'm here.
Don't be giving no plugs. We charge and stuff like that. Where's the sheet at? Give me that sheet.
Yo, if you start here, they can see you.
He just go get up and just stop talking. Oh no! So just join us.
I saw a door swing. I was like, oh.
So we're here live. This is the second year anniversary of the Artist Exchange Radio Show.
Oh, really?
It is. And really? That's why you about to be fired.
Yeah, they go back.
I need somebody to do it.
Yo,
Are you available 12 to 2 p.m. on Saturdays? No, I don't know.
Nobody gives me a hand clap for the engineer, and I do, so I just want to give a shout out to Eric for holding it down.
First of all, sir, I'm not even going to.
Yo, Eric, when was the last time you gave me a shout out?
I give you a shout out every week. Sir.
Every week?
Every week.
I will make a commercial. I'm going to make a compilation out of all the times you said
You would
that.
actually make a promo? You would actually make a promo. That would be interesting. Somebody needs to fix their phone. I'm just
I'm
it's the charger thing right here, sir. It was right there.
This phone making all kinds of noise. Got Angry Birds.
But like I said, today is the second anniversary of the Artist Exchange Radio Show. Me and Robbie were really road dogs for the first year, and then he fell off.
Y'all should have seen Nate when he first started. He was, I wish we would have had YouTube back then. It was hilarious. What did you? Wow.
That's what I said. He would actually make a promo, but it would be something for himself.
Yeah, funny.
To produce himself. So, how you been today, sir? Did you bring any other food with you, or just yogurt flavored pretzels?
There we go, Monny.
But it's not yogurt. It's this white icing.
You know, Scorpio season coming up.
What does that mean?
It's
We're looking for a date for Robbie. So
a date?
You are an eligible young lady with some common sense. He'd be interested. I keep telling him he doesn't need a young lady. A young lady will lie to him and say she like comic books.
You need a whole woman. Whole woman.
Are you single, sir?
Yes.
Clearly. And you'll see the correlation. Because you're too into this comic book.
Who, me?
Then it has to become a hobby if you're looking for.
See, here's the difference, right? Some people wear that stuff, and then some people wear it, and they actually have a reason, like a meaning. For what?
For the foolishness.
Are you talking about like cosplay, for example? No, not even cosplay. Just our fashions, like you said, like my headband. Like
We don't talk about sexual things or the artists.
Cosplay is not sexual.
It is.
No, it's not.
That's a fetish for people.
Well, yeah, but we're not talking about a fetish forms. Or,
But you gotta be
see, your mind just went somewhere else.
Because it's clear you talking about it in terms of being a fan, but there may be some people who get interested, and I don't want to think that that's what this show was going to be.
Oh, then
you got to make clear.
We got to make it clear to them. I know where we are. Hey, we're
Cosplay. That's the exactly. So are you? See, you got to get back on campus. That's where you could probably find it.
Yeah, that is the thing, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Another pretzel. That's out the page. But I've had a lot of fun. I've learned a lot of things on my own.
Wow.
I don't. I can't. See,
Yeah, why don't you wait your answer?
I said it. I've said this several times, but nobody listens to me.
It's not big.
I can hear it. I'm not wearing that. That goes in everybody's ear. Huh?
You can hear what?
I can hear. Just for here. See, what y'all won't do is just keep coming on my show, because my show was planned today, and several people took me off from my plans.
What's the topic? Let me help you.
See, and this is the thing for me. I post my stuff
That's the first.
days in advance. Tell me something. Everybody be quiet. He about to tell us something.
Because
and it's chewing in your ear. Smacking.
I wasn't supposed to engineer at 6 o'clock. So, because it wasn't clear to Eric that he was supposed to engineer every day at every Friday at 6 o'clock, I had to do it.
Preach.
Right?
Preach.
So
It was clear.
His show started late. His show started late because I had to engineer, so I could not get our new system together. Because I had to engineer. Had I had my 6 or 7 shot, that would have been done already. But I had to engineer because he failed to tell Eric that he had to do
Not failure, because this man came for his 9 o'clock show.
His name is Robbie. His name is Eric.
Right, but
both
both
two different people. They don't
of
feed
them
off the same line.
They have to feed off because they were both here at the same time last week. So
I clearly heard the conversation that you had with Eric, and Eric said, "Oh, you meant every Friday."
Yeah,
so that's not what.
But that's his misunderstanding.
I don't know about this. This was with him and the misunderstanding. I heard what I heard, and what I heard was that he did not get the understanding.
Well, if you pull your ponytail a little bit tighter,
no. It has to do with me.
This is not just for the air people. This is.
I was on the sidelines
but
doing a show that I was not notified.
This is big
He
exposed.
could never tell you that I did not communicate that with him.
But that's what he said. He clearly said he didn't know. He had every week.
Take your shades off, sir, and let us clearly hear you say that. I want you to say that.
What does shades got to do with him talking?
Right.
Which is why I'm not thinking about.
He's some of them shades.
Yeah, some shades.
I'm not taking anything off.
I
You don't need to start shades off in order for you to hear me. But what I will do is tell you what you did not tell me.
What didn't I say?
You did not tell me that I had to be here every Friday.
But we didn't have that conversation.
No, Ben is going to ask you this because I asked Monny. Monny said, ask Nate.
That is exactly what I said.
Thank you. We are wasting my precious airtime. Okay, I am on the air right now. We're not gonna.
We are.
I mean, I'm not on the. We got 7 minutes to talk about me. I'm awesome.
Who are you?
Shout out to Amira running away. Number one on me.
Wow.
You late. That was last.
But no, it's number one. I'm letting you know that I'm giving you a headline that it's number
See,
one.
this is what I'm trying to get you prepared for.
It's number one on Big Close Radio.
That was last time. Amira
Close Radio. Man, you're a Scorpio, right?
Number one on Big Close Radio. She gave to the Big Close Radio. She allowed us.
But this is
to
the
post
artist
our video.
exchange. She didn't allow me because I took it off for you.
No, she allowed us, me, as in Big Close Radio, to post her video, which is now number one on BigCloseRadio.com. That's what I'm trying to let you know.
Man, you're a Scorpio, right? You're a Scorpio, right? Scorpio season's coming. It's gonna be Money times 2, and you're gonna have 2 ponytails. You're gonna have 2 ponytails.
But they can still hear you though.
They can hear you. That's what the whole point of radio is.
Somebody
Did you do that on purpose? Yeah. So what's the topic?
You don't even know. Too busy trying to blame everything on everybody.
Yo, it's hard out here, man.
Did you bring your flute?
Yeah.
He needs to grind with that flute. Make some money off of
What
that.
instrument are you playing, sir?
I play the saxophone, but I haven't.
Y'all starting to
I look like a xylophone player.
I look like a flute player. Is the headband?
Go play the drums.
I can go get my flute.
No, not yet.
No.
You need someone practice.
But Quentin Randall,
Quentin, I don't know. I mean,
he doing a lot of stuff.
we're not shouting out people's names because they're not here. You don't
Shout me
let
out.
name.
Shout out to Kiyoki Udoku. You feel me? Follow me on Instagram.
You don't do nothing.
I'm
You
a
got
cool
5
dude
minutes.
for real. No, I got like 30.
30,
I said
25 more.
KIOKI_YUUDOKU. But it's recorded. So if you missed it, you can straight click the YouTube. You feel me? Because I know that's where you're listening from.
But you don't share it.
They're gonna be like, yo, he is mysterious. He is mysterious. Nah, they're gonna see this. You feel me? Hear the voice.
Like, no, he still wear pajamas. No, he's still in the still wear pajamas. You watch this TV show. Nah, I can't do it.
He came back more often. He would actually be like,
Can I get my own show?
but it took him like a year to grow that.
What? My beard? No, it didn't. I had this
It's
since
like 3 years for
middle
this.
school.
Yeah.
You
Look
had
like
that
a
since
kid.
when?
Middle school.
It took you since middle school to grow that.
Nah, I mean, I had it.
No, it was longer than that.
Was it?
No.
Did you ever cut your beard before?
He never cut. I'm gonna tell
Have
you.
you ever
he
cut your
never
beard?
cut that.
Nope.
Yeah, that
Oh,
was
man, that's
raw
a
like
long
that.
way.
Yeah.
That'll probably fall out.
Wait, what?
Yeah, that was a tragic day. I had to work that day. I had to. Who? Not me.
That wasn't him. That was Jabril.
That was not me.
Wasn't that
I
Jabril?
don't have a beard, though.
That was Jabril, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That guy doesn't have a beard.
He got that too.
He lost the tooth, actually.
Again?
This is how it sounds in the street.
Please, you know what? I need to
Portrait, bro.
If you're in line, if you would like to become the producer of the Artist Exchange Radio Show, please leave your resume at the Artist Exchange. Don't even send it the info. Send it to straight to the Artist Exchange Radio Show at gmail.com. Thank you.
Yeah, because I would apply, but I'm not reliable.
You're not, sir. I'm gonna just he comes here.
You got 4.5 points.
Every 9 months.
No. I mean, it's like every childbirth. It's not a not much.
You got children?
I got one child. I have a son.
You have children.
I have a child, sir.
You have a child.
Yes.
How old is your child?
He just turned 2 August 20th.
You have a 2-year-old?
Yes, I do. He looks like he's about 3.
Yeah, like he's 4, actually.
He is pretty tall. He's pretty tall.
He's tall.
Yeah. Tall.
What you saying? You said you're single.
Yeah, I'm single. Yeah. You know, people.
What happened? Why ain't work out?
I don't know.
Look at Monty. Look.
I proposed. We were engaged, you know, and then like I wanted to.
You proposed?
Yes, I proposed in a way that a lot of guys would not propose. I tattooed her name on my leg and said, "Will you marry me?"
Ruined your body.
It was on my leg, yeah.
And she said no.
So, but you
No, she said yes. She said yes. Just in the long run, she said no. You know, in the end, you know, it
She
didn't work
didn't
out
want
too
you
well.
to feel like you was a fool for tattooing it.
That was my child's mom, so.
But you're not together though.
Yeah, not now.
So
I
it's
mean,
just a random name on your leg.
that's not random. It's a child's mom. It's like my
It's
son's
random.
mom.
It's not your son's name.
So what do you
Yeah.
tell girls now?
This is for you.
Oh no! I straight tell them
This
like,
could
look,
be
I was
you.
trying to be serious with someone, and a lot of them find it attractive that I was actually trying to settle down. So and that's what I
Anybody that would find that attractive.
That's crazy. Ranger just sell to somebody else and
Oh no, I'm a tattoo artist once again, so I can always cover it up anytime. I can always do that. I'm just trying to figure out what am I gonna cover. I'm trying to cover the you marry me part more important.
Will you marry me with your lady?
Yes.
You should just draw a line. Just draw a line.
I was gonna put like a box, like 2 boxes under it, like either she said yes or no.
So it's like a questionnaire.
So it was gonna be one of those.
What you gonna do with her name though?
I mean, I can put a snake. Make a snake.
Question mark under it. She said no.
Yeah, keep going. I was thinking about just keep adding on to it.
Tell the whole story.
That's why I said just draw a line.
If it's like no, you right. So it's like out. You be like, but this person said yes.
Cross that out.
You can even make her cross it out. That'll make it special. I would do that. No, if I got a girl name tatted on my body.
No, I gave that up. I gave that up a minute ago. Huh?
Never.
I don't. She left me. She left me, but yeah, like, because I exposed myself and like I guess told my right hand what the left hand was doing. Yeah, one of those type situations.
You ambidextrous. So we're gonna take a quick break.
Well, I told my hand that my hand was.
We'll be right back.
Oh no.
You are listening to TheExposedRadio.com, the home of Talk Lately with Money, every Tuesday at 7 p.m.
Thank you for tuning in to TheExposedRadio.com. Sit back, relax, and listen to this flashback of the Artist Exchange Radio Show.
Football, you basically have a good 10 to 12 years, and that's what it is.
You have a lot of people retiring early. It's just as funny. A lot of men, my alumni from UVA, where I graduated from, one of our fellow Wahoos, he retired yesterday, 32 years old. Ferguson, and he's been in the league like 10 or 12 years. So, like you said, a lot of guys are making that change on their own now because they're seeing a lot of things from the concussion, right? Stuff that's happening. It's not the noun, it's the effects later because you see different stories of men are in like their 50s and some are committing suicide because of the banging and voices or the concussions. And
did you see that?
I haven't got a chance to see it.
Well, I mean, not the movie, but did you see those effects?
I have seen concussions in college where guys have played that whole entire game and didn't realize they were at a football game.
Wow.
But like before the big emphasis came about the whole concussions and what's going on, we were just say run to the wall. You can't be soft. You shake it off and get back in there. So
the wrong
attitude. Right.
Yeah. It's really internal. Like you really doing damage, not just to your bones,
right,
but to your mind. Right.
And later on down the line, because just like you said, once the game is over, when you've been in a game and you think about it, because I tell people the NFL, any sports, whether it's male or female, is a semi-military, because you're told what, when they get up, when they work out, what they eat, when they play, all right, now you got to coach, you got to be by the time you do it for years and years, all something it's done, so what do you do? Right. So just like in the military, they have, PTSD, similar now that we're so used to having a certain way. And I remember watching this Brian Campbell on HBO like years ago, and the guy would act like he was getting dressed, a real good football player, to walk his daughter to the bus stop, and he would come back in the house, close the curtains and just sit there because he didn't know how else. He was so used to being told what to do because we have schedule laid out. By this time, you got to do this. By this time, you got to do this. You get this time back on the field. So,
this is Nate, host of the Artist Exchange Radio Show. Tune in every Friday at 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. and every Saturday, 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. Real artists, real talk, real live. Here live on BigExposedRadio.com.
Free stuff for you just for listening to this station. Yo, we got your attention. Here's how it works. You click on the radio loyalty banner right now and sign up. Then you keep on listening like you already do. But now you earn points. Those points add up, and you can trade them in for cool stuff in the radio loyalty store. Earn more points by sharing your station with friends on Facebook and Twitter, answering surveys, and by using the apps in the New Players App Store. Pretty simple. Free stuff just for doing what you already do. Radio loyalty. Click the banner to join now.
You are listening to BigExposedRadio.com.
Welcome back to the Artist Exchange Radio Show. Michael. Welcome back. Welcome back to the Artist Exchange Radio Show here live on BigExposedRadio.com. That voice you heard was of Monty.
Now we're going to check out the street under these situations, this condition, but trying to be nice. I can't produce like that.
So, in this last segment, I wanted to give a lot of shout outs to individuals that have supported this mission. First of all, China, I really do give a lot to her because she did bring me to the station on that one. So, shout out to you. She's moved to Florida since then, and she's probably up in New York now doing Fashion Week. But I really appreciate it. Also, Jana. For really being here, she kind of fades out. Jana wasn't really. Jana's been really supportive and helping me get through some of the rough spots and giving me some advice and get through it. Where I'm at right now with the show is just taking it to another level, just really opening up the doors, expanding it a little bit more. I've had 2 years to really get used to being here. It's difficult for me to be in one spot. Everything at the same time, but
was it difficult working with me?
It was difficult.
It was.
But that's my attitude towards anybody.
What happened to your first guest? What happened to your first, not guest, but co-host?
She's not here.
I know that, but like, where is she?
I have no idea. Once you leave my presence, I'm kind of like on to the next time. Are you friends to Brittany or Kendra?
After the show.
After the show?
Yeah.
I mean, talk about it. I'm good. If you talk about Brittany, you have no chance in the world.
Which one is Brittany? I'm curious. Was that when I worked at the post office?
Yeah.
That's what I was saying about.
You won't. Sorry. But yeah, so special thank you to everybody that's support this show and really keep it going. So we really want your help in supporting the show. Real quick shout out. On the 17th, we'll be doing the open house here at BigExposedRadio.com. The theme of this one is the media industry. It is the media industry. So I hate when he has a little flip with his mind because he's got his ponytail out today. So really, real quick shout outs to everybody. Robbie, he was the only engineer here when I got here.
Shake off.
And now we have a few. Real quick snippet before I go any further. Social media is very informal. It's very informal. So people send out e-lights and such. I'm speaking to the individual who finds it necessary to tell people that they're going to be out of town on somebody's e-bike. I don't like it, one, because it opens the door for people to write on the wall about stuff that has nothing to do with the event. Please don't write on the Big Exposed open house event and tell me you won't be in town. I really appreciate you actually checking the message, but come the next time. But don't post on it. It really is tacky and a little bit tasteless. So shout out to you who just wrote that on the wall. So in closing the show, thank you to everyone. Monny, Robbie, everybody who's been in support of the Artist Exchange Radio Show. You said what?
Can you dab with me?
No, don't do that. That's not what I'm wrong. What you doing? You get to dance.
Oh, I got to do it like that. Chilling with it, rock with it, right? Maybe back there. That's what we are.
I don't do that either, sir.
You're on the electric slide even.
Keep it shuffle.
No, that's not what I do.
Why? So you had to do that to cook up? Or just too cool? You just be.
I bet you're that one guy that got the plate and your tootsie rolling because you got everything you wanted from the barbecue, right? But
These guys. Have you guys been leaning? That's what it is.
Is that a thing now? That's anything.
That's what Robbie does.
That's what I mean.
So if you want to check out this show and any other show after it or before it, go to BigExposedRadio.com, go to YouTube, click on the YouTube button, and you can look at all our past shows and such. If you'd like to be a guest or sponsor of the show, hit us up, info@BigExposedRadio.com, or you can hit me up directly at the Artist Exchange Radio Show at gmail.com. Again, September the 17th, Big Exposed Open House here, 110 East Lexington Street, Suite 200. The focus is on the media industry. So if you are a blogger, if you are a radio show host, a personality, a station, a producer, any media professional, come on out, network with other media professionals in our open house setting. It is open to the public in large. If you are an artist, you should come on out. If you are a business, you should come on out. Community, definitely come on out and network with other media outlets to help you further promote yourself. You'll get to come on air live between 12 and 5 and promote your business, your service, your event, so on and so forth. For free. Live out. We need even that word out. So come on down, promote your business, network with other individuals here at 110 East Lexington Street. Definitely go to our website, www.bigexposedradio.com. Check out all of our updates, announcements, posts, all that news. Monny was talking about earlier, B News, that is our blog section. So if you are a blogger, you want to get on and start finding a way to start sharing your information, your stories, your work, hit us up at bigexposedradio.com. We're always looking for bloggers, interns, those individuals that want to be in the media industry. Hit us up. Following the Artist Exchange show will be It Is What It Is radio show.
I like the sound
they'll
of
be
that.
joining us from 9 to 11 tonight. So definitely stay tuned in. Don't go anywhere. Definitely a shout out to, who I want to shout out? My sister Tiara. Who else? Everybody. This is a shout out to everybody. We'll be back here tomorrow, 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. with our artist, Mr. Lamar Riddick. He's a performance artist, a rapper, so on and so forth. So we're going to be leaving right now. That's been the Artist Exchange Radio Show with me, your host, Nate, on BeExposedRadio.com.
Bye.
The Style Lounge. For a personalized fashion experience, the Style Lounge is where you should be. From clothing, jewelry, handbags, and accessories,